It was dirty. I don't blame him for being ticked off. I don't blame him for being upset. I love the attitude that he has because it's an attitude that I share in terms of having to wait a year to get revenge. I would be thinking the same way if I were him. In Kobe's mind, this is the third time this has happened. And I remember the other two times. One time he got pushed in the back while he was in midair. Another time he got tripped in the 2009 playoffs, I believe, when Dante Jones was with Dallas. Now, that's a hard conversation. Dante Jones has been on this show.
Yeah.
Dante Jones, I think, relative for the most part, is a very good guy. I don't find him to be a dirty player. But when it comes to Kobe Bryant, as far as I'm concerned, there are three pieces of evidence that clearly indict him, particularly the one in 2009 when he admittedly tripped Kobe, and last night. Now, Dante Jones refutes this, thought it was an honest play. With all due respect, that's bogus. That's nonsense. Look at the play again. He did have his hands up, but he literally walked into Kobe while Kobe was in midair. He didn't jump to contest the shot himself. He literally walked into him and made sure he was under him in that vicinity. Now, maybe you didn't mean for him to step on your foot. Maybe you wanted to psychologically mess with him because if he's thinking about you walking under him while he's elevating to take the shot, then that would throw off his shot to some degree. I don't know. But if you look at the highlight of the play, Dante Jones is clearly walking in and under him, which makes a very dirty play. Now, I'm not calling him dirty, and I don't want to sit there and classify him as a dirty player. But that play last night at Phillips Arena in Georgia, in Atlanta, Georgia, that was a dirty play. There is no there's no bones about it. It was a dirty play on the part of Dante Jones. There's no doubt.
Should a foul have been called?
Yes.
I say no on the foul. You would have decided the game because you would have put Kobe.
No, I don't mean I agree with that. What I'm saying is I understand in that moment why the foul wasn't called.
Right.
All I meant by that is that I think in the end that's a foul, and it's something that the league should review for future reference.
I agree it was a dirty play. I do not agree that a foul should have been called in that moment because it was a sly, dirty play.
Okay.
It was a savvy, dirty play.
I can live with that.
He knows how to play. He knows how the game is played as a defender. And Dante is still in this league, foremost because he can defend. He is a hard-nosed defender. He's a veteran defender. He's in the Bruce Bowen mold. We will talk to Bruce about this a little later in the show. Not saying he goes to that lengths because Bruce would really take it, and we'll talk to him about this. But you know, Bruce had the reputation.
Yes.
And Dante doesn't have the reputation. So you're giving him a little bit of a break here.
Yeah.
And I get that. But remember, Dante was 0 for 5 in this game, so he ain't out there for his offense.
No question.
And they put him on Kobe for a reason because that's a tough job, man, because
yes.
I thought Mom was going to make that shot.
Well, Dante's a tough defender.
Yeah.
And he belongs in this league because he can defend.
Okay.
But he is slick and sly, and clearly that was
He's got that going. Now, we can't let Kobe off this hook. I believe he was a little more vitriolic after the game because his pride was so hurt. His tank was empty last night. They did play back-to-back. The game was emotional at Orlando, though more for Dwight, obviously, than Kobe. But I think Kobe shouldered some of that emotion for Dwight and had to sort of help carry him through the game. And that team looked worn out last night. And Kobe shot 33 times and made only 11. And Kobe in the fourth quarter, Stephen A., I kept saying, because I'm rooting for him, because I've made a prediction here, they're going to really roll
16-4.
Yeah. And I gave them this game, and they should have won this game. And Kobe went 2 for 9 in the fourth quarter, and as a team, they went 6 for 25 in the fourth. The tank is empty. The legs are shot. Kobe just didn't have his legs in the fourth quarter. And then it comes down to do or die, one shot, and Kobe's been making those shots, as we know, going back to New Orleans and Toronto. You know, you know what? It's funny. Before the game, I was thinking to myself, just as the game was starting, I thought, you know what? If the Lakers win this game and Kobe lights it up again, I think he has to be a candidate in the MVP conversation.
I believe he already is.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking this is it. And this will be a good stage for him because Atlanta, a lot of Laker fans were there, but it's a big stage in Atlanta.
I believe he's replaced Melo. I believe it's him, Durant, Tony Parker, and LeBron.
And I cannot sell his fourth quarter. That was un-Kobe. That was wrong. That was in the last shot. I was surprised he got so deep on Dante because he He got so deep, he almost had to shoot it from behind the backboard, and the shot did not have a chance. So I think his pride was still seething, that I should have done better, and he knew it. So I think you were getting that spilling over in the soundbite after the game.
I don't believe
just
that.
Just a little bit.
I don't believe that. And the reason why I don't believe that is because if you are hurt and you don't believe you're going to be available, because there are some questions as to whether
there are questions. I agree.
Available for this weekend because it's a bad ankle sprain. You know, you're living over the fact that you hurt. I mean, granted, you could have played better, and you know that. But when you've had as many great moments as he's had, when there's still enough games in order for you to secure a playoff spot, you can chalk it up to a bad night, particularly coming off a back-to-back, and you good. But when you get hurt in the process and you believe it is not of your own doing, it's because of a bad play on the part of a defensive player. Trust me, that was the only thing on his mind in regards to that.
So Dante Jones could have cost your Lakers their playoff spot.
Yes.
Yeah, and he actually tweeted about it. I don't know if you guys know.
I saw the tweet.
Yeah, he was saying that he didn't do anything wrong. He said tape doesn't lie. He was trying to defend himself.
Yeah, and I want to say this. I saw the tape. And if you think that, you know, the tape doesn't lie, well, then that's good because the tape's not lying. It shows that you made a very bad play. It was, again, Dante, I don't believe Dante Jones to be a dirty player. I don't believe he's that kind of man. I'm just saying last night, that was a dirty play.